Were you popular in school? I want to know this.
Wait, whoa! That never happened!
No. No.
How long?
None of your business.
Long? You guys, we are filming a Q&A because I've had a lot of people say, Cory and Shanna, will you guys do a Q&A? Kesley's here because
we were gonna do it ourselves, just Shanna and I, but half the questions are for Kesley, so.
And that just goes to show that you guys love Kesley, and it
Believe
makes
me,
sense.
we get it.
We get it. She's fun.
We know. We
get it.
Don't have to tell us.
I know, and every video is about Kesley. We know. Everyone always says, how come all the videos are about Kesley?
Well, there's multiple reasons. So first of all, YouTube is doing a huge change where you really can't have kids under 13 featured in your videos.
So I mean, you can see our kids.
Which is sad because Rhett, Reese, and Perri aren't going to be able to be featured as much as they were.
Yeah.
They can be in the background and we can talk to them a bit and things like that, but
they can't
kind of narrate the video.
They can't be
the main feature.
Yeah, the main feature. They can't be like this, the topic.
You won't be seeing as much of them come January. In fact, we've already been cutting back quite a bit.
And like, we don't even know what we will be doing necessarily in January. Our goal is to keep doing 5 days a week of videos, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do 5 days a week with Kesley and Cory and Shanna. I mean, it's just like, there's only so much we can share. I mean, like, I don't know, unless you guys want to see more fitness stuff and mom life stuff where I'm like cooking and...
To be honest, when we post videos, we pay attention to them. And we pay attention to how well they're doing. You know, Kesley's car videos have been doing really well. Brace's videos used to do well. They don't do very good anymore. So it really depends on what you guys are wanting and what the viewers are seeing. You know, if you're not watching some of the videos, then we're going to cut back on those type of videos and we're going to go to what you guys are wanting.
Which brings us to the other question about what we film and things like... We're hanging out with friends all the time. Everyone's always like, are you guys still friends with the Mike Cells? Are you still friends with April and Davey? Are you still friends with... Because you don't see us all the time. 8 passengers. Yes, we are. And we just don't always film it. I mean,
we're not always vlogging.
We're not always vlogging. And I think that's kind of the misconception too. People are like, oh my gosh, your kids are always on camera. They just never get a break. I'm like, that's not true at all. I don't film everything, huh, Kesley? I don't film everything. We're just like, and sometimes it's nice to take some days off. Like, there'll be days we don't want to vlog. And we don't.
Do you want to have more kids?
No. I did for a little bit.
I think we've talked about this a ton.
Yeah, I had a little teeny tiny bit of baby hunger after April and Davey had their baby, and it's gone.
It lasted until
I came home and my kids had a meltdown. I'm like, nope, I'm done.
This one I just saw, but it says, is Kesley dating someone right now? I'm not.
In their terms of dating.
But I swear we've said this so many times. But like,
sometimes.
I'm just gonna summarize it really fast. To me, dating is like going on dates, going to a movie, going to get to know this person. Yeah. Your guys' term of dating is like, oh, you like someone and your boyfriend.
Your boyfriend, girlfriend.
And I've liked someone and we've been like a thing, if that makes sense.
Like, liked a couple people.
But like, we've never really like committed.
She's never dated. She's
She's kind of at a pre-dating stage right now where
now she can go on lots of dates with different guys.
Did you guys buy my Jeep? So I saved up a lot of money to get this Jeep, and my parents actually convinced me to get it because like just the snow, and it's really good in the snow. But yeah, I bought my own Jeep, only half of it though. So like, let's say I saved up $1,000, they pay $1,000.
We matched.
So we
matched whatever she saved.
I paid for half of my Jeep. Who is the easiest kid?
It depends on the day.
Really
honestly.
There
are some they all go through their stages.
Were you popular in school? I want to know this.
I hate even using that term.
Well, okay, were you like, did like a lot of people know who you were, and like, did you have a lot of friends?
You know, I know the biggest jerk at school was popular. Is that the type of popular you're talking about?
No, like the popular where like
so
if you're wanting to know if I hung out with like the popular groups, yes, I did. A lot of my friends' parents were like my parents. My parents were like doctors, and a lot of my friends, that's how I got to know them, is our dads were doctors and we hung out. And I mean, yeah, I hate even saying that because we were nice. We were nice, but I think that's just kind of like a stereotype. Like,
I think popular, you know, popular is defined by friends.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true too.
If you're able to maintain a lot of friends, and it doesn't matter what group, if there's groups or not.
That's true popularity. Is everybody likes you.
This is my favorite story, guys. But how did you and Cory meet?
Oh yes.
Let's just say we don't agree.
Okay, we have two different theories of how we met.
We had the same class together in college.
College.
Yes.
That's how we met.
Okay.
Do you want the long version or the short version? That's the short version. We met in college.
No, but like how? Like,
there was a guy named Danny.
There was a guy named Danny who introduced us to each other on the first
that
day.
We just barely met.
I walked in. I was the first one in.
I was.
No, I was there. Oh, okay.
I walked in and I sat down and this guy's all, hi, my name's Danny. What's yours? And I'm like, Shanna? And he's all,
are you still
hi,
friends
nice to
with
meet
him?
you. No, but we ran into him after.
We ran into him
and we're
after
like,
we
that's
got
what we got
married.
married. And he's all, you're lying. But no,
That's hilarious.
but then like, and then Cory walks in. He sits down right behind me with his backwards cap.
Back seat.
Yeah,
that was
with
good.
his backwards
And he was right in
baseball
front of
cap.
me. He was right
You were one of those kids, the
and
backwards hat.
I was the side. I was the side.
He turned around.
You were
he's
here,
like,
he
and
was
he
right
said
here.
the same thing to me. He's like, hi, I'm Danny. What's your name?
Yes.
And I'm just like,
Oh, I want to be friends with this Danny
I'm
kid.
just like,
I met in college. And
I even answered him like that. And I'm like, Cory? And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
all, hi, Cory. This is Shanna.
Shanna, this is Cory. And I'm like,
hi,
hi.
Shanna.
That's so funny.
and then I'm like, and then I looked at my Cory like, he is really friendly. That guy is really friendly. And he's all,
I want to be friends with him. That's
and
awesome.
so that's how we like met. He fell right in love with me.
No, she fell
That
in
was
love
the
with me.
best thing that ever
She
happened
was the
to
one
him.
that had the feeling about it.
And I was
And then you had me, which was amazing.
so untrue.
Get out of here.
The Three Musketeers are back at it again.
Okay, Dad, this is a question for you because I want to know. What do boys do when they like girls?
Teenage boys sometimes can be a bit verbally abusive, per se.
Kind of mean.
Kind of mean,
that.
kind of, but they're just trying to get your attention. You know,
Not all boys.
Not all are like that, but they have a tendency to kind of say things that don't seem very nice, or you know, but they're just trying to get your attention.
Which is so rude. You have no idea. It just confuses the girl.
See, the thing about guys is we'll never give you a straight up answer.
It's true. That is true.
If we're there, if we show up, then we like you. It's that easy. If we show up, then we like you.
Boys are so confusing.
They're so confusing.
If there are boys out there watching, please comment down below, okay? And just give me some advice
just
about
confused.
boys.
Leaf's got a huge chuckle out of this one. Do you and Cory really love each other? Because in the videos, it doesn't seem like you really do. Jerk. We are not the type that's just like super PDA, lovey-dovey, like on camera.
I'm not.
And I'm not really like that. I was like, you know, on camera. Like in front of my kids, you ask them all the time. I'm hugging Cory in the kitchen, I'm kissing him, I'm like pinching his bum, and I'm bugging him on purpose.
And Reese says, ooh,
every time. And yeah, I mean, we are very affectionate, but just not on camera. I don't feel like any of you guys need to see that. How did I handle having 4 kids with Cory working? I'll tell you how I handled it. I just did it. Because I could kick, scream, and cry, but it wasn't going to change anything. And yes, there were times that I did call you all the time when my kids were younger, when you were working, and I was just like...
That's the way life is. Take it in stride.
And I did. I cried a lot. I remember calling him, and I had little tiny Perri, and I'm just
I'd be gone for
4 or 5, sometimes 6 days.
There was a time where I was gone for almost a month. Having friends and family support is a big deal
That
too.
was huge. I had a lot of support with my family. My parents were awesome.
Yeah, we definitely went over to their house a lot. We went swimming.
How did we deal with the loss of our son? How did it affect our marriage?
I think it actually made our marriage even better.
Yeah, stronger.
Just because it was such a hard experience that we both kind of went through together. That it kind of bonded us even more. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't his fault. It was nobody's fault. So if I'm gonna try to take blame on anybody, I can't take it against my family, because if I do, it's gonna ruin everything. and you fight through it together.
Yes.
It was nobody's fault. It was just something that happened.
I remember how we coped a little bit after he passed away. We would cry, both of us would cry kind of on different times. Right after he passed away, when we came home, I would cry myself to sleep when he would like comfort me and like was hugging and stuff. And then he would wake up about 4 in the morning and he'd be crying, and then I was okay to comfort him. And it was just something we did probably for like the first 2 weeks after he passed away. Was just like, nights were hard because that was usually the time I was up with him all night.
Well, it's because you'd sit down and you'd have too much time to think about it.
It was a hard process to get through.
There's a lot of questions of, does Kesley remember Logan? And I was only like 3 when he passed away.
Yeah, you had just turned 3 when he passed away.
So if you guys think about it, a lot of the memories you've had when you're like 2 or 3, they're just kind of like down in there, and I don't remember a lot of things, but my mom has a lot of footage that kind of pops up in my mind once in a while. Of course I don't remember that event, but just like those memories from the videos and things, which is kind of like cool to have.
How long have you and Cory been married?
1 year.
Let's test it.
1 year more than Kesley.
Oh.
So Kesley turned 16. We've been married 17.
We'll be married 17 years on the 14th of this month, you guys, December.
She came 1 year later.
Yep, I got pregnant 3 months
Literally,
after.
we were married
3
on
months.
December 14th.
And I got pregnant in March.
Kesley was
And
born
yes,
December
it was
23rd
totally fast.
of the next year.
It was totally fast. Where did Cory propose?
I proposed up at a cabin up by Strawberry Reservoir.
And it was so beautiful.
We should go there.
We hit golf balls. I wish I could find the clips of that. We have footage.
So I had my sister set up
so pretty.
kind of a treasure hunt per se, I guess is what it was. But we went up and she had all these different activities all kind of set up, and we went riding. Shanna didn't know anything about it. We went riding out on the 4-wheeler. And we go up to the very top of the mountain, and all of a sudden up at the top of the mountain there was a bucket of golf balls, and there was 2 drivers that we sat there and
we
hit golf balls off the top of this mountain.
And the whole time I didn't know we were being filmed.
My sisters were hiding and following us this whole thing.
And I was totally like,
and then after
kissing him and everything up there.
After we did the golf balls, then we drove down a little bit further, and there was a bouquet of roses down there. And then we went a little bit further, and there was a box of chocolates like in the middle of the trail. By that point, she was kind of like, what's going on?
And we get there, and he has my favorite cafe burrito. And
then we get back to the cabin, we had all this dinner.
This romantic candlelight dinner.
Food.
He had started with a big, huge box, and it got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and it was a tiny little ring box. And he gave me my ring, and of course he's sobbing, and I'm sobbing. We're totally bawling our heads off.
And then we made out for hours.
And then we got engaged, and then we made out.
Wait, whoa!
That never happened!
No. No.
How long?
None of your business.
Long?
Wow, you guys made out.
We got engaged, and it was so fun. And yeah, we went horseback riding.
We did go horseback.
And we went into a canoe. We did that was all in one night. The night I got engaged, we went horseback riding, got in a canoe, hit some golf balls. Like you guys, this whole activity was planned, and it was like the most romantic thing ever. So I'm gonna answer one more because I've had a lot of people, actually multiple people, ask the same question about depression and anxiety, and how I dealt with it a little bit. And it's hard to say because everybody's situation is different. I don't know how else to explain it other than like I had a lot of depression, and I guess my biggest thing was my family. My mom was the biggest support. Like I would come home and my mom would always tell me to never make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings. And I'd come home and some days I'd be like, I had the worst day ever. Today sucked and I hate my life. And I hate, like, my friends are so mean, and this boy didn't like me, and my boyfriend and I got in a fight, blah, 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 whatever it was. And my mom's like, Shanna, remember, don't make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings.
So that's all right. And tomorrow will be different.
Yeah, tomorrow will be different, new day. So the next day, or either 2 or 3 days later, or whatever, 2 or 3 days later, I'd come home. My mom would say, how was school? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had the best day ever. It was so great. And my mom's like, well, aren't you glad that you didn't make a permanent decision based on your temporary feelings? And that's kind of something I've lived by still. I tell Kesley all the time, like when Kesley has bad days, Or say somebody says something bad about you, which you know that happens everywhere. I mean, people say things bad about you no matter what. People say bad things about us all the time.
But remember, what you say to people is a permanent decision.
Yeah.
So when she's saying, you know, don't make these permanent decisions over a temporary situation, a permanent decision can be something along the lines of saying the wrong thing to somebody, because you'll ruin a friendship forever.
Taking it the wrong way, because sometimes some people say things they don't mean to say it that way, but
and then obviously being depressed can lead all the way to permanent decisions like suicide and stuff like that.
And there were many times I had those suicidal thoughts, you guys, and I think that's how a lot of teenagers, obviously I'm so glad I didn't do any of that, because look at my kids and my husband and how blessed I've been. My mom always said this to me too: you have to have bad days to have good days, to appreciate the good days. And so that's something I like to say too. So when Kesley has bad days or she's upset about something, I'm always like, Kesley, give it 2 days and you're gonna be like, I was mad over that.
If someone in your life is making you so miserable, just get away from them.
Yeah.
Just stay away. They're not worth having in your life. And unfortunately that can involve friends, but unfortunately it can involve close family members.
Which, that was another question.
It can even involve siblings.
How do you deal with,
you know,
like cyberbullies on our channel? How do we deal with that? And that's kind of the same thing.
Just ignore them.
We just, well, yeah, you kind of have to, because remember, they don't know you. That's how I remember, I just keep saying, they don't know me. They see a very small percentage of my life. I have to remember in the heart of hearts, like, I know I'm a good mom. I know I'm doing my best. And my kids love me, and they're loved, and they feel loved by me, and that's really all that matters. If you're happy, you shouldn't be putting other people down, because you're happy with who you are. That it's like, who cares what other people are doing in their lives? Like, who cares? But if you're not, if you're a miserable person, then you're the one that has the problem, not that person that you have a problem with. So we're gonna end our video, you guys. This was a long video. We enjoyed though talking a little bit more and letting you know, learn about more about me and Cory and a little bit of Kes. But seriously, if you guys,
wasn't too boring for you.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear more about us, so I'm serious, like, this was kind of fun. I enjoyed it.
If you like it, let us know. You know, so like we said, you guys determine a lot of type.
Yes, so tell us if you want to see like fitness posts or what we eat.
If it's getting views, we'll do more of it.
If you want to see, like, if you want to do a 30-day challenge with Cory and me, like in January, we want to do a 30-day challenge where we like lean out and lose weight and stuff. If you guys want to get on board with us and do it with us, that'd be fun to like feel more progress and weekly and show what we eat and what we work out and things. Anyway, you guys comment below, tell us what you guys want to see more of. We will try to make that happen. We need to go put our kids in bed. We're gonna end our video. We love you guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye guys.